Yep.
Hey, hi. We're missing today, but you're not gonna miss this conversation that is so interesting and so helpful, and I believe it's gonna be so good for you. So I want to take this minute to say that I wanted to share this with you because I feel this has helped me so much. um, I've been taking these capsules for 3 months, and I started because I thought that I needed something to cheer me up because my I was feeling a little down and fatigue and lack of energy. So um, food wasn't helping me. Any other supplements were helping me. Anything was helping me. So when I found this capsule that Wendy suggested, I tried because as you are interested in getting better and healthy, because it's not fun to just walk around and not feeling good. So you know me that I do anything I can for myself. So I tried this, and I can tell you it's working. It's working for me. I feel much better. I have more energy. I feel like I'm getting the good stuff for my body. So it's worth it, whatever you have to get, because there is a few things that you can try. And I think I really recommend this to you, my friends, because I want you to be happy as I am today.
Thank you
Okay.
so much,
And
Monica, for sharing. Just really appreciate that. And thanks to each of you who are listening in. We do have a powerful message to share with you, and we really are grateful for the opportunity when someone will listen about what is going on in our country with health and with so much surrounding us that is wanting to tear our bodies down. We feel like we've got a message of hope. And so thank you for listening in. We're going to go ahead and jump into the presentation and really take a look at this question. What does good health mean to you? What does it mean to you to have good health? And wouldn't you agree that it can be hard to be healthy? And especially here in our country, it can be very hard because we're all busy. We all are trying to do our best, right? And yet we still often feel tired. We still often get sick. We still feel run down. We notice that our children are getting sick. And so it can be very difficult, and it can be complicated to understand, how do we stay healthy? And so let's talk about that. Click here. And so with this presentation, I want you to think about you. All right, these are some things that are going to make a difference for your health. Are you eating real food? And when we say real food, what we're talking about here is living food. We are living people, right? We're breathing, we're alive, we have a lot going on in our bodies, and we need living food, which means we need raw fruits and vegetables. So when you think about how much raw fruits and vegetables you're getting in your diet, how are you doing there? It is recommended that here in the United States, we get at least 9 to 13 servings of raw fruits and vegetables. So if you're looking at maybe a salad, it's the size of your fist a lot of times with the produce. So consider how much of that you're getting in your diet. When it comes to exercise, are you exercising most days? Getting out, moving your body. Okay, our heart is a muscle, and we need to exercise our heart. So getting out, walking, lifting weights, doing some resistance training too. Very important for our bodies. When you think about drinking water, water is something that every cell in our body needs. And so are you getting we say half of your body weight in ounces. So if you're 150 pounds, 75 ounces of water a day. Okay, so consider, are you keeping those cells flourishing and doing well, operating well by drinking a lot of water? Sleeping at night, 7 to 8 hours. Okay, this is very important. Your body is kind of reprogramming at night. It needs to rest. All your hormones are getting back into balance and doing what they need to do. There's detox happening. There's just so much taking place. And yet so often we're not getting enough sleep. So something to think about there. Okay, so healthy here in the United States used to be much more simple than it is today. And so I just want to talk briefly about this with you. It used to be that, as a child, I remember playing in the garden, picking produce from the garden. We used to play outside until it was dark outside. And, we just had a lot of energy as children. And we used to drink water from the hose, where today we have to be so concerned about the water that we're putting in our body because there's so many toxins in our water today. And at night when we went to bed, we were just tired. We were ready for sleep. And so today just tends to be very different. And I want you guys to understand this. We are now living in a fast food nation. Our fast food is not healthy. There's so many toxins, so much going on with our food today. So you have to be very careful about what you're putting in your body. Now with children, everything is about electronics. People are not outside, playing like they used to be. And so, they're very still with their electronics. And then sugary sodas, what we're putting in our body it's so common today to get so much sugar and processed foods in our body. And it's really affecting us. For any of us, sometimes it can be really hard to get through the day. So what I want you to be really clear about is these two trends that are happening in our world, because what we see happening is people come from other countries, they start eating our food, and they start to get very sick. They start to be sick all the time. Their immune systems are struggling. They're realizing how much more tired they are when they're here. And it's not because of flying over the ocean that causes that to happen. It's because our food here we have very poor quality of food. Okay. And we also have a lot of toxins in the air. We live in, kind of a chemical world. So we want to protect our bodies. We want to strengthen our bodies so that we can deal with the air that we're breathing that sometimes isn't so good, or the water that we're drinking. If our bodies are strong, we're going to be able to handle some of those toxins. But the primary thing that we want to talk to you about is what's going on with our food, because it really is a problem today. What we're putting in our bodies is a lot of toxins and chemicals. So there's preservatives and additives. When you look at a food label, I don't know if you've ever read, maybe picked up a package of something and looked at what's in the food. There's a lot of words that we can't pronounce. Even as someone who speaks English, I can't pronounce a lot of the words because they're chemicals. So there's preservatives and additives. There's enhancers, flavor enhancers. There's a lot of synthetic vitamins, and that just means that they're man-made vitamins that are put in there that our bodies can't recognize. Okay, so a lot of things that we really want to watch, that we're not putting too much of this in our bodies, or we're going to find that our immune systems are really struggling and that we are having a hard time being healthy. Actually, when you think about how the supermarkets and what used to be on the shelves 100 years ago, 80% of the food that we have on the shelves today did not exist 100 years ago. It's a lot of chemical processed foods. And we want you to know how much that this is affecting your body today. Okay, you want to stay as strong as possible. So you want to shop around the perimeter of the grocery store, which is primarily going to be the fresh fruits and vegetables, getting a lot of that in your body. Okay, and the consequences of what we see here are that 1 in 3 people have some sort of heart disease. That's here in the United States. 1 in 3 women are developing cancer. 1 in 2 men will develop cancer. It doesn't mean that they'll necessarily die from cancer, but this is how many people are being diagnosed with it. 1 in 3 is obese. Okay, we see this greatly in our country. Sometimes we'll have someone visit from another country, and I'll say, what is the biggest thing you've noticed here? And one particular person said, everything is so big. The houses are big, the cars are big, and the people are big. And it's very eye-opening because we kind of get used to it here, and it's not good. It's not healthy. 116 million people living with chronic pain. And that's my story. I'll tell you that in a minute. And then the U.S. national healthcare expenditures, what they're spending on healthcare, which is really sick care, is $3.5 trillion and growing. Okay, so so really 80% of chronic disease is preventable. That means you don't have to get these things. It's preventable through a healthy lifestyle, just like what we've been talking about today. And here in Time Magazine, why food could be the best medicine of all, because it heals the body, it strengthens the body, it repairs, and it does so much good. And so instead of taking pills and medication, we can just really shift the way that we're living our lives and how we're eating. And it doesn't mean that maybe you do need medication for a time, but I tell you, people make these changes with their health and they are able to often come off of medication. There's a place for medication, but we are way overly medicated here in our country. And we can help you with that. And I can take a look at what you're taking and help you possibly come off of some of that with time. But it's about, first of all, empowering your body with good, healthy nutrition. Okay, so oxidative stress might be a big word for you to understand. I don't know. Oxidative stress is going to happen in our bodies when we don't eat well. Traveling in an airplane is really stressful for our bodies. We have a lot more oxidative stress. When we're emotionally stressed, there's oxidative stress that happens in our body. So the more oxidative stress we have, or oxidation, the more we are going to experience disease. So what we want to do is we want to lower the oxidative stress in our bodies so that we feel better and we're less likely to get disease. The only way that you can do that is by bringing in a lot of antioxidants from fruits and vegetables. Okay, that is the only way you can do that. And that's why when we say you need a lot of fruits and vegetables, that this is why. You're going to feel so much more strength in your body, and your DNA is going to be repairing. Your cardiovascular system is stronger. Your emotional state and strength is so much better because that oxidative stress is lower. When it's high, we don't feel good. When it's low, we feel so much better. Okay? So, and what's happening with our produce today even can be challenging. We're seeing a lot less nutrition in our fruits and vegetables today. So the reason why that's happening is there's so much of it being produced, and then they ship it across the country. By the time we're eating it, it's lost a lot of its nutritional value. So we want to try to get as close as we can to where we live and eat that produce. We want it to be organic if possible, so that we're getting the most nutrition that we can. But another reason why here in America it used to be 5 servings a day of fruits and vegetables, and now it's the 7 or 9 to 13 servings of fruits and vegetables because there's less quality in it. So again, we want to eat as much of it as we can. A lot of people are turning to vitamin pills. Vitamin pills are not showing to prevent anything, like prevent us from getting cancer or prevent us from getting cardiovascular disease. It just can't, because they're isolated out. So in an apple, you're going to see 10,000 ingredients or phytonutrients, plant nutrients in an apple, where a vitamin pill has maybe 28, 30, 32. I mean, it has a few, but when you look at the difference between a vitamin pill and an apple, there is a huge difference. And our body was designed for that apple. Our body was designed for those carrots. It was designed to be empowered by a lot of different fruits and vegetables. We want variety. And it's the harmony of that design that feeds our cells, then that gives us that empowerment and that strength in our health. Okay, so it's pure food and fuel for our body. So we want to put in, just like we put in good gas, if we want to get, good mileage in our car and take good care of our car, we're going to put good quality gas. We're not going to put junk gas in there, right? So the car just wouldn't make it. The same thing for our body. We have to fuel our body with really good health and really good nutrition. And so you can look at the color of the rainbow here with the different produce. We know that carrots are good for our eyes and eye health, right? We know that tomatoes, research is showing, is good for our skin health. And women, we want to have that good skin, that healthy glow to our skin, right? It's also good for prostate health for men. When you look at all the berries and the purples down below, that is really good for our cardiovascular health and strengthening our cardiovascular system. And as women, we want to get a lot of what's called cruciferous vegetables in our bodies. That's going to be like broccoli, cauliflower, cabbage, and Brussels sprouts, those kinds of things. That's really good for breast health for women. So very important that we understand that we need the color of the rainbow and variety. This is a website you can go to. There's just a great cookbook there. There's all kinds of information. And so healthylivingrevolution.com is a great website that is free to the community. And we want you guys to take advantage of knowing and understanding what's there. Really quickly, I'm going to share just a brief version of my story, but would love to talk to you a little bit further on the phone, if possible. So about 20 years ago, I heard about this product called Juice Plus, which is a way to get 30 fruits and vegetables in our diet every day. At the time, I was battling an autoimmune disease and was very sick. I was having a hard time getting out of bed. I was trying to homeschool my children. It was just a very hard time. I was very depressed and on a lot of medication, anti-anxiety, antidepressants, and anti-inflammatories, pain pills. I had really spiraled down into a bad place for about 10 years. And so when I started reading about what the body truly needs, as a nurse, you don't really hear anything about that, but I started realizing that this was really important to get in my body and that I needed nourishment to overcome what I was going through. And once I started flooding my body with 30 fruits and vegetables every single day, I felt a strength. I felt like my bowel issues, I was having irritable bowel syndrome, and that cleared up really quickly. Within 8 to 10 months, my allergies were gone, and I was feeling so much better. I don't think after a year I would have been diagnosed with that autoimmune disease anymore. And they had told me, you're going to have to stay on medication. You're going to have to live this way and just get used to it. And so I'm here to tell you that there is answers. There is hope. And I am one who has recovered fully. And I actually ran a half marathon a couple years ago and just have so much energy, so much life. And so now I want to pay forward this message to people like you who I just hope are looking for more answers to your health. And so often there's a whole nother level we can take our health that we don't even know about. And so just let us know if you have any more questions and you want to understand more about this. Having given my health back now, this is what I do full-time as my job, and I love to just help educate and bring hope to others. So I'm going to turn it over to Katie, who is also going to share with us, a dear friend, and just has an amazing story. So Katie, thank you so much for sharing with us.
Good morning. Yes, this is the Juice Plus capsules. Juice Plus of 30 fruits, vegetables, and berries. And they've been crushed and dried and put into these capsules or chewable form. Taking Juice Plus helps you get the variety of fruits and vegetables that you need. It helps fill the gap between what you are eating every day and what your body really needs to have every day. And you can just see all these colors. It's a beautiful variety of fruits and vegetables. There's things in here that I don't think I've ever eaten or I don't like to eat, like beets and artichoke and bilberry, blackcurrant. So it's wonderful that I'm getting these extra fruits and vegetables that I would not normally eat. I'm getting a variety of things into my diet, and I love that. I want to tell you about how I came across these. Y voy a tratar de decirles en español. Hace 5 años, mi cuerpo se desmoronó. Había muchísimo estrés en mi vida. Primero tuve 7 resfriados en 8 meses. Después tuve síndrome del intestino irritable, síntomas ginecológicos, fatiga horrible y una sensación de mareo y decaimiento. Era difícil levantarme por la mañana y hacer mis tareas diarias. Mi doctor me diagnosticó una perforación en el intestino. Se llama leaky gut. Cambié mi dieta y eliminé alimentos malos como azúcar, gluten, lácteos, vino y refrescos con azúcar. Hacía ejercicios, dormía 8 horas cada noche, bebía mucho agua y tomaba una cantidad enorme de suplementos caros. Pero ¿estaban absorbidos los suplementos en mi sangre? Tenía dudas. Hacía todo lo que mi doctor me dijo, pero después de 6 o 7 meses no me mejoraba. Estaba desanimada, triste y deprimida. Entonces, mi familia y yo nos mudamos a Dayton con la Fuerza Aérea. Habíamos vivido en Dayton hace 12 años. Hablando con mi amiga Wendy de nuestra iglesia, y recordaba que Wendy tenía una enfermedad del sistema inmune y le pedí que me ayudara con la había aprendido. Ella me dijo que necesitamos 9 hasta 13 porciones de frutas y verduras cada día para que el cuerpo funcione. Me dijo de las cápsulas de Juice Plus, cápsulas de frutas, bayas y verduras. Estas cápsulas dan la nutrición extra para tener estas 9 hasta 13 porciones necesarias. Esta era una idea nueva para mí. Mis doctores me dijeron que eliminara alimentos malos, pero no mencionaron que necesitara añadir esta cantidad tan grande de frutas y verduras. Wendy me demostró la investigación científica de Juice Plus y decidí tratar Juice Plus por 1 año. Después de 8 meses, mis síntomas autoinmunes se fueron y me sentía como que estaba viviendo y no sobreviviendo. Y después de 3 o 4 meses, mi sistema inmune estaba más fuerte. No tenía resfriados como antes. Mi hija Maggie usaba Juice Plus también con el programa de Juice Plus llamado Healthy Starts. Si un adulto usa el Juice Plus, un hijo puede tenerlo gratis por 4 años. Maggie yo no estaba enferma como antes con resfriados, y cuando tenía un resfriado solo duraba 3 días en vez de 10 días. Mi otra hija se daba cuenta que Maggie no estaba enferma ahora y me pidió que quería Juice Plus también. Ahora mi esposo y yo usamos Juice Plus y nuestras 2 hijas son parte del programa de Healthy Starts. También ellas comen una variedad más grande de frutas y verduras, además de usar Juice Plus. Poco después que iba mejorando, supe que tenía un comienzo de cáncer al seno. Tuve cirugía para eliminarlo más 6 semanas de la radiación. Me recuperé muy rápido. Mis doctores me dijeron que estaría cansada durante la radiación, pero no estaba cansada. Continuaba con homeschool con mis hijas y vivía mi vida normal. Sé que la nutrición buena y Juice Plus me fortalecieron durante este tiempo. Ahora entiendo más la importancia de la nutrición. Es bueno eliminar alimentos malos, pero es esencial añadir comida real como Juice Plus y no los suplementos. Necesitamos estas porciones, 9 hasta 13 porciones de frutas y verduras para ser saludable y prevenir las enfermedades. Hoy como mejor y me siento bien. I've talked about the research. Wendy, if you go to the next slide. Thank you. I mentioned the research. Juice Plus is the most researched nutritional product in the world, and they have over 30 published studies. And these are some of the institutions and hospitals who have performed these gold standard studies. And because of the research, doctors are able to feel confident in recommending Juice Plus to their clients. No other product has this type of research. I also talked about the Healthy Starts program. I love this program. We want to give our kids a healthy start in life, right? So many of us are worried that our kids are not eating enough fruits and vegetables. We're worried that we're not eating them, and we're worried that our kids are even in worse shape. We have a wonderful program called Healthy Starts, where if an adult takes Juice Plus, a child can take it for free for 4 years. The child just has to be between the ages of 4 and 18 or undergraduate in college. All the adult has to do is take the Juice Plus as well and fill in a survey 3 times a year. The results have been really wonderful, as you can see on the screen. The children are eating more fruits and vegetables, they're drinking more water, they're missing less days of school, and they have fewer doctor's visits. We have a plant-based powder as well that can be used as a meal replacement or a snack. It's a simple way to give your body whole food protein, carbohydrates, and fiber in a delicious smoothie. It comes in Dutch chocolate and French vanilla. They're really tasty. They're vegan, gluten-free, and non-dairy. And then another product that Juice Plus has, it's a newer product, it's the Omega Blend, and it's wonderful for your heart, for your brain, joints, skin, and eyes. It contains omega-3, 5, 6, 7, and 9. And many people take fish oils to get these omega fatty acids, but really it's not the fish that we need, it's what the fishes are eating, and that's the algae. And so Juice Plus has skipped the fish and gone right to the algae, as well as adding some other important oils like pomegranate, safflower, raspberry seeds. We're seeing really wonderful results from the Omega Blend. For those who love to garden or want to grow their own food, Juice Plus has a tower garden. You can grow it anywhere in your house. It takes up 90% less space, uses 98% less water, 30% more yield, and it grows 3 times faster. It's a fun and less messy way to have a garden and grow your food. Our products are making a really big and beautiful difference in people's lives. This message of whole food nutrition is a message of hope and a message of prevention. And our mission is to inspire healthy living around the world. People typically join us in this mission by becoming a Juice Plus customer and using the products, but some also choose to join the company to help pay for their own products, or also to earn a small or a large income to help while they're helping others become healthier. Your health really matters because you matter. And we're here to answer any questions that you may have to help you achieve a healthier life. Knowledge is power, but knowledge without action really won't help our health any, will it? We have free resources available, like the Healthy Living Revolution website. We also are here to answer your questions and help you get started. We're happy to talk to you about becoming a customer and taking these wonderful products, or even joining our amazing company if you would like to do that to offset the cost of your product. So just think for a minute, where do you see yourself here, and how can you help yourself become healthier?
Okay. Well, thank you so much for joining us. I'm going to stop the recording and see if there are any questions. So hold on 1 minute here.